I'm Andrew Wasson. Thanks for tuning in once again to my weekly guitar blog. It is Sunday, October 9th, 2011. And this time around, we're going to answer a question that came to us from Dillon. He's out in Little Rock, Arkansas. He wrote in saying, I'd like to learn more about modal rock riffs. I've been told that the cult's She Cell Sanctuary is a Dorian modal progression. Could you show how someone could create a rock modal progression? Maybe even give us an example. Dorian would be really cool. Thanks from Dillon in Little Rock, Arkansas. Well, thanks for writing in, Dillon. You know, Dorian along with Mixolydian are two very popular modes when guitar players in the style of rock play these rock modal style riffs. Now, what I'd like to do is take a closer look onto the neck at how Dorian can be used to create a cool rock modal riff along the neck. For the example that we're going to use, I'm going to be in A Dorian mode. So A Dorian is actually a derivative of the G major scale. G major has one sharp, it's F sharp. So if you play G major scale off of A, basically it's all natural notes except for the raised sixth against the A, which is now F sharp. So I have all natural tones coming from A except for F sharp. And that gives me my sound of A Dorian. It's a minor sound. But instead of being vertical and in position like that, what we're going to do to create this modal concept is we're going to go off of open A, fifth string, and I'm going to use, first of all, to scout out the scale, I'm going to use the fourth string and just use the scale tones to go across fourth and find all the notes that are congruent to the scale. So I have a D off 12th fret, then C, then B, then A, then a G note, then the color tone, the important tone to us is F sharp, and then the E, and then D open. Now for the riff that I created, I took an A power chord. It's basically a double stop type of riff. I have an A power chord at 4th string, and then of course 3rd string at the 9th fret to do the 5th degree off that chord. And then I'm going to drop that down a bit to a G, and then I'm going to add the F sharp in while I keep D note on top there. So the idea will sound like this. That's the first half of the idea. Then I'm going to go to open position, use my open position A power chord, and then come up to a C and then a D. Those are inverted fourth chords there, so we have like that. And then we're going to do G power chord back to that F sharp. Basically, it's like a little augmented double stop idea. So F sharp and D there. So the whole thing put together is going to sound like this. So it's a nice fun one to work on to come up with something that is Dorian and you can maybe work with first, and then of course you want to create your own. You can of course target the notes as single tones like you'd hear in that cult tune that we mentioned, or you could do it with even triads, and you could build more of a triad progression. Like I could start on A minor, go to G, then do an inversion of a D chord maybe or something, you know, just to go down the neck and use some of these tones that are appropriate to lock in the sound of Dorian. Basically, if I make up something there with some triads, something like that, you know, you can keep going until your heart's content. But the idea is simply to keep that droning note in the bass and use the notes that are diatonic to the A Dorian mode. If you wanted something like A Mixolydian, then basically you want to start focusing on tones that come from the Mixolydian mode off A. Plot out all your tones like we did with the Dorian example off of the 4th string, and then you'll have a Mixolydian idea. It's just that easy. It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to write these really cool rock riffs. So as you can tell, to develop modal riffs along the neck, just simply take an open string. That's why so many rock guitar songs are in keys based off of E and A. And take some time to create either a single note melody, such as the line heard in the cult's She Cell Sanctuary, or a 2-note double stop riff, as I demonstrated in my example. All you need to know is the notes found in the mode that you want to use, and when sticking strictly to those notes, you instantly wind up with a rock modal riff, and it's just that easy. So, once again, that's about all the time that I have for today. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a great week, and I'll catch up with you next time. Bye for now.